This is Dakota News Now, your first alert station.
And at 5:30, good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Allen.
I'm Sam Wright. South Dakota has stops along the way of not one but two proposed Amtrak routes, according to the latest update from a Federal Railroad Administration study.
While there is still a long way to go before either become a reality, getting this far is a big first step indeed. Cooper Seamer with a first alert follow-up at 5:30. Cooper.
Yeah, Brian and Sam, for the first time ever, South Dakota is on the map when it comes to potential passenger rail expansion and Amtrak services. It's a day that many have been pushing for years now, but they know the work they're doing has only just started.
It's great to see the amount of comments on there about people really think about what these services could do for them.
While it's far from a reality, this is the moment that Dan Bilka has been looking forward to. The All Aboard Northwest president says since the latest update from the Federal Railroad Administration's long-distance service study was released, he's seen exactly what he was hoping for: conversation. He says while there's many more hurdles to go over before Amtrak could come to South Dakota, it should be exciting for people here as another option to travel.
The value for passenger rail isn't for the largest of communities that can be served, like the Twin Cities, Denver, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City. It's for some of the smallest of ones that can reasonably be served along the way.
The FRA study was a part of the bipartisan infrastructure law signed in 2021 and directed the administration to find ways to better serve the entire country with passenger rail service. Bilka says it's that directive that gives him hope that at least one of the routes coming through South Dakota could be a reality rather than more resources being put into areas like the Northeast.
As much as people have cynically said in the past, oh, we don't have the population density does not equate to travel demand all the time. If anything, we have a very outsized travel demand in our region compared to the population density that we have.
While Bilka says upgrading railroads across the state will have a cost, it's not just passenger rail that will benefit. He argues freight companies in the state will also see a benefit to higher speeds, meaning industries and ag producers in the state will have more options when shipping their products.
I believe we can get a lot more bang for a buck for projects out this way, especially utilizing the existing rail lines and working in conjunction with the freight railroads and the freight operators, especially out here for producers.
Bilka says while this is a big step to take, the best way for people to show their support is to reach out to the FRA before the study wraps up and to contact their local and national representatives, especially since the study will end up in front of Congress this year.
We're not asking for people to blindly support the idea no matter what, sign your life away in blood or contribute, local matches right now that way. Just be on the record to say you're genuinely interested in this and asking for them to chase down the possibilities.
Now, while the final version of the study is scheduled to be delivered to Congress yet this spring, Bilka says he wouldn't be surprised if that's delayed. That's because he expects many public comments will be submitted, and it'll take a while to evaluate all of those. That public comment period is open until March 8th, and we have information on how to provide your comments on this story on DakotaNewsNow.com.